Why are people moving out of Windsong Ranch? In today's video, I'm gonna talk about the reasons that I see that people might be moving out of this amazing place called Windsong Ranch. I'm AJ Taylor from the Finning & Taylor team. I'm a top 1% realtor up here in this North Dallas area. My business partner and I, Brooke Finnegan, have helped hundreds of families just like you relocate from across the country, across the street, or sell their homes right here in the Dallas area. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We're here to make that process as smooth as possible. All right, let's get into today's video. And it's the reasons why people might be moving out of Windsong Ranch. Well, first, let's cover what is Windsong Ranch. Windsong Ranch is a master plan community up here in Prosper, Texas, just north of the 380 and just east of 423. Sits in a nice little pocket up here. There's about 3,000 homes in this community. Now, master plan community means that we've got 2 pools, pickleball courts, tennis courts, basketball court, a full-time event staff, and the one and only 5-acre crystal clear white sand beach lagoon, 600 acres of open space, 30 miles of hiking and biking trails. You might be thinking, well, why would anyone be moving from a place like this? This sounds so amazing. Well, there are some reasons, and let's get into them right now. The first reason that we see with our clients that might be moving is their kids have grown up. You know, they might have got into this community 6, maybe 7 years ago, and now their kids are maybe entering the college phase, maybe they're seniors in high school, and they're thinking, you know what, I don't need this 4,000 square foot home anymore. I don't need all the amenities and the activities with the kids and the kids running around on the streets. That your kids are leaving the house, you're becoming empty nesters. And so we do see that that is driving some of the exit of the neighborhood, especially in the front part. You know, that's where people have been for the last 7 years. So some of the reasons is that they've outgrown the neighborhood. They don't necessarily need what this neighborhood offers for families when they become empty nesters. Now listen, some of these reasons that we're gonna go over might not apply to you, but we like to stay fair and balanced here on the Finning & Taylor team. We're gonna tell it to you like it is. One of our main key points that we strive for in our company is honesty and integrity. So we're gonna keep it honest with you. So, you know, we're gonna do another video about all the reasons why people are moving into Windsong Ranch. Keep it fair and balanced, but we do wanna tell you some of the reasons that people might be moving out too. So next reason is, it's not the same small town that it used to be. So when people first moved into Windsong Ranch, maybe there was 1,000 homes, and it had a much more small town vibe to it. And as it's grown over the years, people are kind of maybe feeling, hey, you know what? I was looking for something a little bit smaller, and this has just gotten so much bigger than I had ever anticipated that it's not giving me that small town vibe that I'm looking for. Now listen, Prosper in itself is only about 40,000 people. So it really is a small town when you consider that population versus some other towns like McKinney is over 250,000. So it is still technically a small town, but if you moved in here when there was 20,000 people and it's doubled, well, it's definitely gonna feel bigger. So you might not have that small town vibe that you were looking for when you first moved in, and now maybe you're gonna move out and try to find that somewhere else. Okay, the next reason is kind of goes on the heels of that last reason, is that there is lots of development happening up here. You know, the 2-lane road with a stop sign is now a 4-lane road with a signal. And that field that was full of cows is now a Walmart, or, you know, the Chick-fil-A and the McDonald's. And so there's tons of development happening up here. And so what's happened is it's caused some congestion, you know, some traffic. People weren't used to that. So I do hear from our clients that maybe another reason that people are moving out of Windsong Ranch is the heavy development that's happening in the area. Now, that might not be a reason for you to move out. You know, you might say, well, hey, we want the restaurants, we want the shopping, we want the wining, we want the dining, we want to be able to ride our golf carts or our bikes and go grab lunch or go grab breakfast. So reason might not apply to you, but I do hear from some of our clients that, hey, it's just gotten too congested. The traffic is a little heavy moving in and out of Windsong Ranch. We have 2 elementary schools and a middle school inside of Windsong Ranch. So that morning drop off can get kind of hectic, but they're fixing the roads around here. There's major infrastructure development that's happening around Windsong Ranch. So this will all be smoothed out and it'll be much easier to navigate. But if you're that person that moved in and you had a stop sign at 2-lane road and all of a sudden there's a bunch of traffic, it might be another reason why we might see someone sell their home in Windsong Ranch and move out of the community. And by the way, guys, these are reasons that I know firsthand and talking to people. My business partner and I on the Finning and Taylor team here, we've sold over 120 homes just inside of Windsong Ranch. So we know it like the back of our hand. And we talk to our clients and we ask them, we're very curious so we can help you make the right decision. We always ask for feedback from our clients. And another reason might be that when you move to Texas, you might have felt like, hey, I'm gonna get this super Texas vibe, cowboy hats, cowboy boots, pickup trucks. Windsong Ranch is more Escalades, Range Rovers, it's the higher end, $1 million plus homes. And there's people from all over the country, all over the world that live here inside of Windsong Ranch. So it is a big melting pot of different cultures that have come in here. And so if you're looking for that Texas vibe, that might be more of a Fort Worth type of feel. So there have been some people that have moved in up here were maybe looking for that more Texas flair and found that, well, this isn't as much of Texas vibe as I thought it was gonna be. That might not be something that bothers you, but if you're moving from a different state, that was a big town, big city, looking for that, you still have some native Texans that live here in Windsong Ranch, and it definitely has a Texas pride. People got their Texas flags, American flags. It is a very prideful Texas community, but there's not a ton of local Texans that live in Windsong Ranch. So just another reason that I'm looking for something a little more Texas. Well, that's gonna be, gotta get deeper into the country to get that vibe nowadays. All right, the last reason I wanna touch on is, I think the biggest reason is people are leaving Windsong Ranch is job relocation. We find that people move in and out of Windsong Ranch all the time for their jobs. And they might've been here for 2 or 3 years, and now they're getting relocated to another state. And honestly, sometimes we talk to them and they're quite bummed, that they have to leave this amazing community of Windsong Ranch, but their job is bringing them somewhere else. So that's another key factor of the turnover that we see here at Windsong Ranch is people not wanting to, but people being relocated. And there is one other reason that I want to mention is that Windsong Ranch is a planned development, it's a planned community. So the lots are only so big and you are next to your neighbors, and that's what you get in these planned communities. It's a communal type of living. You see your friends, you see your neighbors hanging out on the driveway, having drinks together, block parties, and that type of vibe. And some of the things I'm hearing from people is, hey, we're just looking now for a little more land. Something common I'm hearing is that, we enjoyed living here for a little bit, but we kind of want to have some more space. We're looking for 5 or 10 acres to build a house on and, have a little more land, a little more breathing room, kind of stretch your arms out. So that's definitely another factor that people might be leaving Windsong Ranch is that they're looking for land. And our clients tell us, we have clients that live here and say, hey, AJ, can you find us some land? We're looking for land up in Salina or Gunter or even up to Sherman, Van Alstyne, kind of pushing north, looking for some property. Maybe want to build a house out there, set their roots in some other kind of land that you don't have here at Windsong Ranch. So that is definitely another reason why people might be leaving. All right, so listen, those reasons might not all apply to you, but once again, we do want to keep it fair and balanced here on the Finning and Taylor team and let you know what we're hearing from our clients about maybe why they're leaving, because we want to be able to help you in the best way possible. So look, we are here for you guys. Give us a call, shoot us an email. We're always going to get back to you. The Finning and Taylor team is here to make sure that whether you're moving from across the country, across the street, selling a home in the Dallas area, whatever it might be, we are a full stop real estate team that is here for you and all of your needs. And that's what this channel is all about, is learning about the neighborhoods. We're doing the work for you so you don't have to. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. We're gonna bring you a video about why everyone is moving into Windsong Ranch. Also, keep it fair and balanced here on the Finning and Taylor team. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you on the next one.